Hey there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon. Today I'm setting up my planner for April 2020 and I'm going to be using some new koi fish sticker sheets and a new pen and ink that I just got. I'm also using a new cover for my planner this month. It says positive thinking, positive outcome, and I feel like right now we totally need that. I think everybody needs that. I'm going to be using with my new cover these koi stickers. Like I said, I just added them to my shop. Although these are the NFS versions because some of the colors printed wrong and I had to fix them. So just know that they're a little bit brighter in the actual kit. And then the rest of the stickers I'll be using are also extra scraps that I have in my test prints because I can't stand throwing anything away. I don't like waste. So I'll be using those in my own personal journal. And for those of you who are into fountain pens, I know some of you are, this is Corail de Tropiques from Herbin. If you speak French, I apologize. It's my best. And this is my Eco Tea in Coral. It is fine point. It's so gorgeous. And the ink is a perfect match to that pen. So let's go ahead and get started. The one thing I'm keeping the same is my Happy Planner pages for my business tasks that repeat every month. But then moving into my actual dailies and my monthlies, I'm starting with this page that I created for my patrons over at Patreon. You can do with or without the month. You can do Monday start or Sunday start. So I have that first. Then for my first new spread, I'm doing a goals page. So I haven't done a goals page really for a while, and it's something that I really wanted to try and reincorporate into my planner. I'm doing a lot of things different this month, and all of my pages are actually from different happy planners that I have sort of Frankensteined into this one main planner. I spared you from having to watch me take my planners apart and put them back together in this video, but I have taken out some pages from some general like notes happy planners as well as some different dated planners that I've found on clearance. Now that the spring planners have launched, if you haven't checked out those great deals, there still might be some available, so you definitely should grab them up while you can. This page is going to be my first weekly for the month of April. I went ahead and covered up the different colored rows or colored bars on the page and covered them with washi tape as well. I'm also taking my whiteout tape to cover up the days because the days don't actually match where April starts this month. For this year, I'm going to be using these little lily pads with flowers. I'm not using the water drops with flowers because, like I said, those are a misprint and the color's wrong. I think these little lily pads are so cute with the flowers. I hope you do too. They're fun. I've actually thought of doing a whole line of stickers just around the lotus flowers themselves because I love them so much, but I did enjoy incorporating them in with the koi. I think it's a good match. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my header stickers and a sticker from my motivational quotes sticker sheets. It says, "Creativity is intelligence having fun." And I love that quote. I don't know where it came from, but it's so fun and true. And I feel that way whenever I set up my planners because it's an intelligent thing that we're doing by tracking all of our tasks and our things that we need to get done for work and for business every single day, but it doesn't mean it has to be boring or stuffy or ugly. It can be cute and fun. And I think that's why we all enjoy these different planners and journals that we use. I'm also going to add in a few boxes. They actually do fit from side to side in the space available, but I like them off center. I don't know, I think they look cuter when they're not so like stuffy in the box, I guess you could say. So I'll add them in, and also just a few more fish because you can't have enough little koi fish swimming around your page to brighten your day. This also comes in the quotes page. It's just a little accent, these dots. And I'm going to cut one in half and add them to my boxes just to give them a tiny bit more punch. And I think that's it. I think this page works. I have a few more pages that I've already done the whiteout and add a washi border, but I'll fill those in as the weeks go on. The next thing I'm going to do is tear out my idea pond. A lot of people do a brain dump, but I don't know, something about a brain dump just sounds wrong or gross or sad or just not happy and exciting. And I don't really love those in my journal. So because we have koi fish, I went with an idea pond, which I think is a perfect fit. I've been trying to figure out some different lettering options. I'm doing a little bit more bounce with my font, and I'm also trying to figure out how to do drop shadow with my lettering. I stink at it. It is so hard. If you're good at drop shadow on your lettering, I bow down. I recently did a video about my book setup, which if you are a reader, you should probably check that out because I have some cool ideas for setting up your book trackers. But I also in that video mentioned that I created a cheat sheet or a practice sheet for anyone who's trying to learn how to do drop shadow in their lettering. It is available on my Patreon, but you do not have to be a patron to download it. It is a free download. So if that's something that you're trying to learn or get better at this year, go ahead and check that out, download it. It's a nice little guide to help you get better. I'm definitely getting better, but I feel like I still kind of stink at it. It's a work in progress. But that's the thing about learning something new, right? I mean, I could perfect it and then show you a video of how great I'm doing at it. But I feel like there's enough people out there who will do that for you. We're on this journey together as far as I'm concerned. So come with me, try it out, learn, mess up. That's what it's for. So I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, the bouncy font that bounces well and doesn't bounce, and the drop shadow that works and is in totally the wrong place. I'm going to give you it all. So I'm going ahead and adding in some little lotus flowers and some koi fish, obviously. I have a column for home, a column for personal, and a column for business. I figured I would just separate my ideas into these three categories. That usually works well for me personally. And obviously embellishing it with a few extra fish doesn't hurt to make it fun so that I enjoy coming back to the page during the month. The next pages I'll be setting up are currently pages. I haven't done currently pages in a long time, but I always love seeing other people's currently pages for what they're reading, what they're watching, what they're into. It's a really cool way to look back, and I wish I would have done it more frequently. So I'm going to start incorporating that into my monthly setup. Once I have all of the categories built, I can add in some koi and some lotus and some lily pads, and we're all set. I did more categories on the back. I was really feeling this what are you into kind of vibe for this month. I think because I'm stuck at home, I feel like I'm going to be really more introspective this month and interested in capturing this kind of information that I don't normally capture so that I can look back at it later after this whole quarantine is over. I know all of us cannot wait. The last spread that I'm going to be setting up is sort of a tracker for personal care and fitness, all of the things that I feel like I've been doing a really bad job of since this quarantine thing started. I've been snacking in the pantry a lot more than I'd like to admit, and I definitely haven't been getting my exercise. So I'm going to set up a few trackers for those for the month of April to make sure that I put a renewed focus on those important things. You'll notice that I did a horrible job of keeping up with my pencil lines that I had set up to build this page or lay it out. I'm proud of how it actually turned out once it was finished with the bounce lettering, since it's such a new process for me to be trying this bounce lettering, and I didn't follow along my pencil marks really at all. The three categories that I decided to track are exercise, calories, and water. And I'm not being specific on how much exercise or how many calories or how much water, just whether or not I took the time during the day to make sure that I'm making good decisions. So I'll either do a pass or a fail on those. I'll mark the day if I think I did a decent job, and I won't mark the day if I feel like I wasn't focused on it and I didn't do a good job at all. With that, it's time for a final flip through. I have my calendar and a goals page. I have the first week of the month all set up. I have pages for the rest of the month when the time is right. I have an idea pond for home, personal, and business, a currently page for all the things that I'm currently interested in and doing, and some trackers to help make sure that I'm taking care of myself and keeping on track. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.